Good morning, friends. Today, after a long time, I have started to continue on my series of astrology, and now it's going to be only in English. Till now, I have discussed about the planets. Now, I discuss about the houses in brief and in just this one video. After that, it's the most critical part, that is, how do you start doing predictions based on this theoretical information. Okay, till now this is all theoretical information. It's available publicly on all websites and even in books. So now this is the last video about theoretical stuff. After that, I'll let you know how you can use this and start predicting your and others' future. So, the first house in Vedic astrology defines you. It's about you, your soul, your spirit, your life, your death, your health, everything about you, your looks. An auspicious and powerful first house is important for a self made man, whereas an empty first house could be good for a person with, who is really lucky in terms that he gets everything from his family, from inheritance. This is the trend that I have noticed. And mind you, I have populated this with my own humble experience. The second house is the house of your wealth. I have noticed it's mostly related to the wealth that you inherit and not necessarily the wealth that you get from hard work. The third house is mainly about your siblings or the younger sibling. If they have a major auspicious or inauspicious role to play in your life, it will be in the third house. The fourth house represents the mother and landed property. Now, mind you, they could represent many other things also, but primarily this is what they represent. As time passes, more and more things with research, with astrologers' experience gets added, but this is primarily what these houses represent. The fifth house, after the Lagna house, it is one of the trine houses, a very powerful house, auspicious house. It represents your children, the generation next. And it is a very powerful and auspicious house. The sixth house, now this is a Shatru house or an evil house. It really represents your, like the enemies, the opposition that you'll have in your life via health, injuries, accident, death, whatever be the cause. Opposition from people for various reasons. The seventh house, now this is a major house. This is the house of your partner, spouse, your sex life, affairs, love affairs, success and failure in your domestic life. The eighth house, now this is a brutal house. This directly is supposed to represent your longevity. But it can also represent, and more so in today's time where Western medicine or medicine is so advanced, it represents the quality of your life or health issues if you have. So the reason why I say that is because based on my humble experience, I have seen that, maybe 100 years back, it would have defined your longevity, but now it can, you could recover from that because medicine it has expanded so much, but it can in today's time define chronic illnesses or chronic conditions that you could have and suffered from. And that could be the cause of, trouble to you, financial trouble, family trouble, all sorts of trouble. Eighth house is not a good house. Ninth house, mind you, is your father, help from your father, your profession, what you will do in your profession, luck, if you will be lucky or not. It's a very auspicious house, the ninth house. 10th house is all about your wealth, money, money, money. If 10th house is auspicious, you'll be very wealthy. Ninth house auspicious, you do very well in your career, and the 11th house is all about name, fame, recognitions, and foreign travels. Foreign travels which will be very, very successful. Now, the 12th house, as many know, is regarded as the house of moksha, spirituality. Many spiritual people have 12th house populated, but it is not mandatory. The 12th house can also represent losses, major losses, financial losses, wastages related to either your profession or your life or your personal life. And I have seen in cases, like as an example, if Saturn is placed in the 12th house and that Mahadasha comes, the person retires, forcibly retires. So friends, this is what all the 12th houses represent. In the next video, I'll tell you how do you take all this information about the houses and the planets and make sense out of them. Thank you. Veer Bhagat, or my name is Vikas Suri, that's my legal name. Spiritual name is Veer Bhagat.